Hello, hello. This is John Ruman, international business coach and consultant, helping you to eliminate stress in your life. If we have not met before, I have a deep passion for helping people live a life and have a business that literally helps them to achieve mastery in all levels. So, I'm actually having a workshop on stress in a couple weeks, and this is about that. But there was an article that just came out very recently. Hey, Natsu, good to see you. And this article was about blue light. And I wanted to start off with a story. John used to be a night owl. And if my business partner sees this or ever gets to see this, former business partner, Mr. Michael Zoli, how you doing, my brother? I used to show up work not on a timely basis. And God bless you, Michael, for having patience with me. But there was a shift that happened in my wake schedule. And what happened, I used to think again, I was a night owl. So I told everyone I'm a night owl. And it was a small tweak in my life, and I became a morning person. Craziness. Let me tell you what happened. I learned that blue light keeps our body awake. And blue light, we get it from a few sources. I'm sure you can imagine you get it outside on a beautiful sunny day. And you also get it from your cell phone, your computer screen, your television screen, because LEDs are a series of 3 or 4 dots, depending on the LED type. There's probably more than that, but originally there were three. One of them was a blue light, and this blue light would actually emit this color, and to your eye, blue means daylight. So what happens is people would have these cell phones like they do, and I had a laptop, and I used to watch movies on my laptop. Just that was the only light. I may have one side light on, kind of a dim side light, and I would stay up late. And I was a workout fanatic. I mean, I did I did all these modifications, and nothing seemed to work. John was a night owl, and that was my mantra to the world. I learned about blue light once. I install something called f.lux. So I'll talk about how this can impact you in a minute. But I install f.lux on my laptop, which is something that turns off blue light at certain times of the day and makes your screen appear orange because there's no blue light or minimal blue light. And I would actually, again, still having the habit of thinking I'm a night owl watching my movies, I would wake up on the couch. And I'd be like, it's 3 in the morning. And why am I sleeping on the couch? How did I fall asleep here? I don't even remember that. And what would happen is my body was so programmed that just to stay up, I would just fight the going to sleep. I would actually fall asleep on the couch and not know. But what's so funny about it is all it was literally that switch. So once I did that, I would start watching whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and just go to bed when I felt sleepy. And I started going to sleep earlier and earlier and earlier, and going to work at a more reasonable hour again. God bless you, Michael. And what was fascinating is I used to think I'm a night owl. So if you think you're a night owl, you're probably not a night owl. You probably have habits that trick your brain into thinking you're a night owl. Okay, let me tell you why this happens. First of all, we live in a world where we're driven and are inspired to either find a release from our life. That could be movies, social media, all those things, a release. It could also be you're driven to succeed. You could want to read more. You may need to study more, and or you want to create a business on the side. And in doing that, you would spend more and more time late at night thinking that's good for you, and you never feel tired because you're in front of this beautiful screen, and you just don't have the results you want. You find you're tired at work at 3, 4 p.m., you're wiped, you're not focused in the evenings, but you continue to do it because you still stay up and you tell yourself, I can't sleep. I must be a night owl. So the problem with this is you don't get enough sleep. You don't actually create what's called circadian rhythms, and your body over time wears down. Stress is a very negative long-term impact on the body. So the long-term downsides, well, First of all, if you go to the doctor, 3 out of the 4 reasons you go to the doctor are stress related. And the day you die, of the current reasons people die, of the top 6, 5 are because of chronic stress, is a primal causal factor. And think of it, another term for illness is dis-ease or lack of ease or stress. So it all makes sense. Why is this so important? Because we've become addicted to our phones and they've made them awesome. Our phones are great. I mean, think about how cool our phones are. They're brilliant. They really do pull us in and people come make better and better content. I mean, I make good content. So you may want to watch 10 of John's shows in a row because they're addicting, right? John's fun, he's energetic, he's informative. But the point is, you need to turn it off. Look forward to watching one of my shows tomorrow. And what will happen is you need just to find a cutoff and a time that you do this. And let me give you some tips and tricks to overcome and get out of becoming a night owl, which you're probably not, and becoming a normal person who actually goes to bed when they're sleepy, gets 7 to 10 hours of sleep a night, whatever your body needs. Trust me, it's going to be wild. So let me tell you how to step into this. So first of all, you have a computer, like I'm doing this on a laptop. The computer probably has within it some sort of night mode in it. I would encourage you to install f.lux, f.lux, f.lux. Again, f.lux. And what f.lux does is f.lux has a really scientifically, methodically chosen algorithm of what colors you should see to minimize the effects of blue light. f.lux, f.lux. It's awesome. So I would encourage you not to use the Windows version, not to use the Mac version. Use f.lux because test them out. I have to say it's much better than the built-in versions. Hey, Kristen, good to see you. Hey, Kristen, if you're a night owl, check this out because this may help you a great deal. So that's one. On your phones or tablets, if you're an Android user, there's lots and lots of apps that will eliminate the blue light, and they'll have a blue light filter. One is called Twilight off the top of my head, but if you just look for them, they're all over the place. The Apple phones are a little more restrictive when it comes to software that can do this kind of stuff, so they actually made something called Night Shift that is built into the phone operating system. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Mac desktop version just because it's not as good as f.lux, but that's all you have option-wise for your phone. Again, not as good. And then ideally at night, you make it as dark as possible because that will also wake you up. Any light will wake you up. If you notice, the darker the environment, the better. So, yay, Kristen said Twilight is the best. I'm glad you use it. So what's going to be weird is the screens are going to be orange. I have a hack on TVs. So TVs by default do not have, at this point, they probably will soon, do not have filters to create the blue light filter for them so they appear orange and all that. Here's the hack. If you use Netflix or some sort of streaming app, we'll pretend just Netflix or YouTube, it doesn't really matter, and you connect with an HDMI cable from your computer, hopefully you do. Hey Tanner, what's up there, brother? So if you are using your computer to show Netflix or show YouTube or any of that stuff, if you're not, you may want to look at it because what it will do is it'll override the television settings and the blue light that your screen is producing, it'll mirror there. And what will happen is you'll actually get the f.lux effect on your computer screen. When I found this, I was like, yes, because it was always very frustrating for me to have this cool screen, want to watch something. And I'm not a movie watcher. I love movies, don't get me wrong, but I generally watch entertainment like educational things, classes, self-development, personal development, business development. But regardless, I would watch these and still stay up. But once I figure this out, now I can go to bed. Okay, so that's one thing, blue light. And let me take it just a couple steps further. What's up? Ruman, love you, brother. Hope you're doing well, by the way. It's good to see you. Always on your boats and on the ocean. I'm very happy for you. The next step on this is how to make it so that, because here's really what's happening. The blue screen's keeping you up. Oh, do not, repeat, have your phone so you can grab it at night. Have it so it's over there and have it on do not disturb mode. Have it on So basically it doesn't wake you up, and have it face down ideally so that sometimes phones will have text messages or something that comes in. Hi, Anne Marie. That it will actually tell you you have a message, and that will wake you up. So let's just kind of go into sleep here for a minute. Some sleep tips. So a couple more. So phone is on do not disturb. The phone has twilight on it if it's an Android, or it has nighttime if it's Apple. If you have a computer of any sort, use f.lux, f.lux. Please don't use the built-ins. They suck in comparison. Test it out. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. But I play, and this is what John does for fun. In my experience, they suck. But hey, they may have improved them. Okay, then you need to have your phone off, totally off. Who cares if they message you at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, they call you? Just have it so you can't hear it or you can't answer it. Ideally, your phone's not even in the room. The little electronic you have near your sleeping environment, the better. In truth. Okay, now a couple of things for your room, and then I'll give you a couple last minute tweaks to give you some awesome circadian rhythms, which is how you're going to sleep awesomely, which is really why phones are so harmful. It's not the blue light, it's the fact it's keeping you up past your natural time of when you should be up. Okay, so a couple things. So darkness, if you need night shades, what are these called? Curtains, night curtains. So get them so it's as pitch black as possible, as quiet as possible. Use earplugs so you can't hear. What's up, Leonard? By the way, Leonard, you're looking super buff nowadays, brother. I'm very happy for you. You're looking good, man. Looks like you're having fun, and congratulations again on being a father. So super dark, super quiet earplugs. And then last but not least, cool. So I'm in the Caribbean, I'm in Trinidad, and our nights are, thank God, cool. But if you had the temperatures of the day, it would be unbearable. So you need to have cool weather. If you have the ability to have AC, whatever, cool is better. Cooler is better. It allows your body to chill out, and ideally cool enough that you need a sheet, because the body actually feels comforted by having some sort of thing covering it versus being totally exposed. So darkness, quiet, earplugs. You may need a noise machine or something like white noise or waves. Ideally a white noise that doesn't have a repetitive surprise pattern. Waves are really not the ideal, but if you have a noisy environment, noise machine, which is relatively white noise, or rain, but not like crashing waves, because they'll surprise you even in these noise machines, and it will wake you up. It will not be a chill. You want a chill, enjoyable sleep, lulling you to sleep, not any surprise sounds. Okay, last but not least, let's do a couple of things to create circadian rhythms, and then I'll let everyone here go. By the way, if you have any questions on this, please let me know. I got a bunch of people right now watching. Ask any questions you want, please. Okay, circadian rhythms, and if you don't know what those are your natural rhythms that make you go to sleep when it's dark. Has anyone ever gone camping and you notice, even if you have a campfire, it's late and you like pass out, and then you find, unless you've drunk too much, that you wake up super early and you feel pretty alert and you sleep really well? There's a couple reasons for that. One, when there is no light and there's no internet, and hopefully you're not playing on your phone freaking camping, that you are not distracted, and there's no outside blue light, there's no crazy unnatural lights, and candles have a very chilled out light energy about them that doesn't tell your eyes, because they're kind of red and orangish in color, that it's daytime. So you can easily go to bed with candlelight or firelight. So other things for circadian rhythms. As you're getting, let's say, an hour or two before bed, 90 minutes is usually what I start doing it. I need you to begin shifting your usage of phones to off, computer to off. Begin reading. Maybe if you meditate or pray or whatever you do is a spiritual practice, you can do that in the evening. If you actually talk to your family, God forbid, you can do that at that point. Make time to actually connect with people. It's a long lost thing, but it's so fundamental. And when you do it, it's super fulfilling. And when you get in the habit, it really is powerful too. So turn off devices, ideally. I'm going to piss some people off, but you'll deal. TVs in the bedroom are really not ideal for two reasons. One, you can leave it on. And by the way, this blue light, your skin, regardless if it's pale like John's or dark like my wife's, that skin has photoreceptors in it that knows if it's light or dark. Because the reason is, pretend you're sleeping and it's light out, but for some reason your eyes don't have access to the sunlight, your body needs to know it's daytime. And what happens is these photoreceptors will wake up your body so that you can't get hurt and mauled, because that's when it's dangerous. The most dangerous time is when you're visible and not able to run away, fight or flight. So that's the important time for you to be awake. So you have photoreceptors. So no night lights, or if you have night lights, they have to be orangish or dark red, like you've seen in the photo labs when they actually used to develop film instead of being instant on digital. So a red or orange light. And then kind of like the f.lux that you have on your new screen. And then again, lights dimmer, not super. So the lights that we have now that are the twirly CFLs, those are super. By the way, as I'm talking, my computer's flux is going on. So you are very orange. I look much more orange than I did a minute ago. So CFLs are not ideal. LEDs are not ideal. So in the evening times, traditional incandescent bulbs are better because they put off a light, or LEDs that have been programmed to be very warm light, not white light, because white light has a lot of that blue spectrum, which will keep you awake. So that's the transition, moving out of computer usage, screen usage at all, towards conversation, reading, maybe meditation. Write down how great your day was, do a gratitude journal, view it as an opportunity to reflect and grow and connect, and then go to bed. And what you're going to find after doing that for 4 to 5 days, that you are going to go to bed earlier and earlier because your body wants a full night's sleep. So if you push yourself to get like 6 or 7 hours sleep and you kind of feel tired most days, it's because you haven't gotten enough sleep. So by doing this, your body's going to say, hey, I need more sleep. It's going to want to go to bed sooner. How cool is that? You'll get the sleep. You'll feel well rested. When you want to have your second career created at the end of the day, and you want to be an awesome parent, and you want to do whatever you want to do, study, whatever it is, however you want to grow after your 9 to 5, whatever that is for you, it allows for you to now do this. So don't do yourself don't do yourself a disservice and just give this a try, because you'll be amazed how quickly you begin changing your patterns. And I'll let you know, because I've studied a lot on sleep. I'm actually going to do a sleep course in November with a local doctor here in Trinidad. But if you're interested in that sleep course, let me know. Just shoot me a message as well. But last but not least, I lost it. It's okay. Let me see. Give me one sec. See if it comes back. Yeah. Okay. I lost it. Oh well. But okay. With that, let me finish off with telling you a little bit about the course I have going on. So I actually have a course on stress, which here it is on the screen. It's in a couple weeks, and it'll be in St. Augustine. I have a little countdown timer for it. So it starts in roughly 10 and a half days. And what we'll be discussing is how to de-stress your life. So if you found this advantageous and you find that you are stressed and you don't get enough sleep, oh, I know what it was, by the way. Most people try to catch up on sleep really, really, really quickly, and your body will adjust to your new sleep schedule, and it wants the sleep. So don't worry about it. When you make the adjustments, it will happen. But 10 to 15 minutes is what you need to adjust. So if you're getting 6 hours of sleep now and you want to eventually adjust to 8, there's nothing wrong with that, and you can, and you honestly probably should. It really feels incredible to get a great night's sleep. And by the way, if you're an athlete, it's night and day. Your body recovers most during deep sleep. So if you do not give yourself sleep, you are way underperforming what you could be. So people say, well, I got to train harder. No, rest is a part of training. And professionals do that. Those who do not do that, you're just you're not doing as well as you could. Let's put it that way. So do research on it. And if you think I'm wrong, again, send it to me. I'm happy to get the feedback. But I want everyone here to excel as best they can. So last but not least, so that course it starts. It'll be on Sunday. It'll be a 2 hour. Let's see. Let's go over this real quick. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. St. Augustine. It's very affordable. It's 125 TT. We're going to go over two main stress techniques to eliminate stress. One is called coherence training, and the other is called EFT, or motion freedom technique, which is for really taking high stress events, dropping them down. Both are very powerful. People usually feel super chill and almost blissed out when they're done. And then last but not least, we'll do a workshop of ways that you can minimize, mitigate, and eliminate stress. Hey, Mr. Ambassador of Healthiness, good to see you, man. So that is what that is all about. If you have any questions, let me know. The investment is $125 prepay, $175 day of. It's awesome. People who have taken have absolutely loved it. Any questions you have, let me know. Again, that starts in 10.5 days. Let me do a quick recap and then I'll let you go. So blue light, install f.lux on your computer. For your phone screens, use Twilight or a similar app for Android. Use Night Shift for your phone. For your television screen, no television screen in your bedroom, or turn it off 90 minutes before you go to bed. Ideally, minimal electronics in your bedroom. And then to minimize blue light until they actually create blue light filters for screens, they may have them, I'm just unaware of them. You can plug your television into your laptop, desktop, whatever, which is HDMI, and then use the f.lux, f.lux of your system. It'll override the screen on that, and you can watch movies and you'll fall asleep and your circadian rhythms will be better. And then again, shift from turning your devices off, have them on D&D mode, not have them near you so people are waking you up. You don't want to be woken up during the night. Find a cool, dark, silent environment to sleep, and transition out of screen mode in the evening towards using your time to connect with others on a personal level, family, loved ones, whatever. Also to connect with yourself with prayer or meditation, affirmations, things that a journal, gratitude journal, plan out your next day, write down your goals. That's the time really to do this. Read the books you need to read. If you do have a Kindle and you read on an e-reader, make sure that backlight is minimal, because again, you don't want those circadian rhythms. And not CFLs or LEDs unless they're warm light, because that will help you as well. So any questions you have on this, I would be in gratitude and appreciation. Otherwise, I'm glad you were here tonight. Thank you for following along, and I deeply appreciate you. I hope you take and test these out, and assuming you do, please do me a favor and share this video to all your friends, because I'm deeply passionate about people living a life of maximum potential, and there's many tweaks we can do to improve our life. And believe it or not, you can actually do all of them. You just have to slowly do them. I've been doing this for probably 15 years, slowly shifting myself into what people may view as crazy level of almost like an OCD perfectionism. But I know mastery is achievable in all areas of your life, sleep, all these things. And I don't have it down perfectly, but I'm constantly improving what I'm doing. And I would encourage you to slowly make that shift for yourself. So slowly do these little things. Install f.lux, install night shift, install twilight. Good. Get used to that. And then slowly shift to where you're doing more internal work in the evening and connecting with loved ones and less screen time and less bright light. Good. Do that for a few weeks. Slowly shift to where you get a little bit more deeper, better sleep. Don't rob yourself of sleep. The reward is negative. The statistic is if you get 90 minutes less sleep than what your body actually needs, you rob yourself of 4 hours of productivity the next day. 4 hours. Just to say, oh, I'm staying up. Oh, what a great movie. It's not worth it. Your health, your sanity, and you know it. You know when you ruin your next day. Don't ruin your next day when your life is just a series of great days. So make every day great. So create these habits. Be selfish enough in your own value in what the world needs from you, that you actually apply these things. Please, you owe it to yourself. A lot of people say, oh, well, my kids stay up. I got to be honest with you, that's total BS. Your kids do what the tribe leaders say. If you're a single parent, you're a tribe leader. You don't believe me? Test this. I don't make this stuff up. I wish I did. It'd be kind of cool, right? But the point is, I don't have kids. But my point is, I have studied a lot of what people have done relative to this, and I coach people who have kids and who have these challenges, and the kids do what the parents do after a week. They fight, and then they acclimate to go to bed early, and they like time with mom and dad at night, and they like if you have parents who read or write at night and do their goals, maybe you want to draw, whatever you want to do, your kids will do it too. They reflect you. So stop saying my kids are controlling it. They are not the excuse. You are the excuse. Take full responsibility, make the steps, see the rewards. So this has gone on longer than I'd like because I'm having a good time here, and I hope you are too. But thank you so much. If you're interested in the stress relief workshop, it's going to be epic. And do me a favor, share this, subscribe to get notifications when I do video. If you really like my stuff, I would encourage you to go to YouTube, because I have a YouTube channel and I do, on average, probably 2 lives a day of various topics that I can use to add value to people's lives. So my objective is to help you live a life of maximum potential. So whatever that is for you, let me help you. So if there's an area you need help with, let me know. If I don't know it, I'll research it, get good enough that I can inform you good enough to make an improvement for you. But trust me, this for me is what I do for fun, is research and learn this stuff. So if it's an area that I'm clueless about, I will openly admit it. And my objective is to be as good at all these areas as possible to really help you grow. So turn your phones off, ideally, or do the f.lux thing and all the screen stuff. Have a great night. I look forward to seeing those of you who are going to go to Stress Relief Workshop here in about a week and a half. And sleep well as you slowly shift into these new habits. Have an awesome night. Thank you for watching.